And I'm in. All right, so let me see. If you guys can see me streaming, what I'm gonna try to do, I don't even know if I can get you on as a guest. So hold on, let me see. Ah, guest can unmute, waiting room options. So let me uh Eli, let me send you another link. Let me see if I can get you in on this one. I'm gonna send you another link. All right, bye. Bye. Hey, can you guys this has been a disaster. Can you guys hear me out there at all? I can't see nothing. I am flying blind. I wanted to get this in. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Let me see if I can send him. All right. So, can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? This is crazy. I've never had to do this. All my stuff normally works. Um, Let me go to the live stream. Let me see what I got. Let me read the live stream. This is crazy. Ah, never had to do this before, but you learn, you live, you learn. That's why I got you guys are gonna be surprised what I had a fallback on. Oh, okay, you can hear me. All right, cool, cool, cool. Listen, this is crazy right now. Uh this is crazy. When I say crazy, the founder's trying to get on now. This is crazy. I don't know what happened. Um, yeah. So anyway, you guys are here. All right. So it's crazy. All right. So all right. So the founder, I just sent him. Oh, he's here. All right, cool, cool, cool. This is crazy. Uh Eli, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, no, I got this is crazy. All right, so just to let everybody know, right? Uh we're already running behind.
When that happens.
I normally run with a whole nother platform. Never have any problems out of it. I think I've been using it for 3 years. And today it just said, "Hey, none of the servers are working." I was like, "Wait, what? What do you mean they're not working?" Right? So I scrambled. Guess what I'm using? Well, you probably already know. It's Meeting, right? I went into Meeting really, really fast. I says, "Hey, let me go live stream," right? And anyway, picked him up. Let's go ahead and get into this. I feel bad, but here we go.
No, I think it's a good also testament to Meeting, to be honest. How fast you can set up a stream in like
No, I
2
set it
minutes.
up. Literally, we were on the phone. I said, let me try backup. And I went to Meeting. I knew it was the reason why I upgraded
Yeah.
Meeting. So I'm gonna go ahead and so here's the question I have is let me just put you back. So the question I have, right? Let's go ahead and get started. The question that I have is where did the idea from? Let's get right into a pretty prompt. And I like the name, by the way. But where did the whole idea come from? We're going to get into a couple of things. We'll run over a little bit, but we're good because we want to
Yeah,
give you guys a
it's
juice.
so
So
good. We're still in the Black Friday, feeling. So we are good. So Pretty Prompt actually started as an internal tool while my co-founder and I were building a different startup, which
okay,
is a super fun story because we were building a complete different tool. It was called Dolphin AI. We were working on it for like about 14 months. And suddenly we decided that it was time to pivot, that, the startup story, things don't go as planned. And then you decide to do something else and see what's going on. And we had this idea of a tool that would help you prompt because we were constantly prompting while building this other tool,
sure.
and we just launched it on Product Hunt. Actually, it was my co-founder's birthday. We forgot that it was going live. There was no way to upgrade. There was no unlimited prompts. It was a super small tool. It was just a Chrome extension, and we just put it out there, and it blew up. People started to make TikToks about it. People started to
Nice.
sending us emails to ask to pay and to upgrade because they wanted to have more, more credits, more prompts, more functionality. And
Right.
we were just inundated with all these different requests.
Mhm.
And we decided to completely pivot towards Pretty Prompt. We are now literally on the 6 months mark since we launched. And it's been a wild ride. Like, it's
So
been crazy.
all that's exciting. So I mean, here it is. We have, some of us are looking for you know, we're at the Walmart looking in the bin, seeing what we can get kind of leftovers, and we got you. So you've been around for 6 months. So why should we? There's some people, right? I picked up a couple of tiers. I think I got a tier 2 or tier 3. I think I got a tier 3. But why should we be looking at going with your tool, and then what does the competitive landscape look like? Because I want people to see it in action. I've already used it
Sure.
and I went back and I upgraded. I'm trying to figure out, give me a reason to upgrade max stack this baby. Give me a reason
Yeah,
right now.
sure.
So tell me what's going on.
Sure.
Yeah.
So just to give an idea for folks, so Pretty Prompt works like Grammarly. If anybody knows here, Grammarly is literally a Chrome extension or browser extension, goes beyond Chrome, that pops up while you're prompting inside ChatGPT, inside Claude, inside Gemini, inside Perplexity, etc. And you just have this little button that says improve prompt. You click it and it improves what you wrote with more context, with better structure, with all the things that you need for the model, for AI, to give a better result. Now, there are a few caveats here. The first one is that we are platform agnostic. So we are not just dependent on what someone uses ChatGPT. Because if tomorrow there is a better model and you move, then everything that you did in ChatGPT is lost because you're now working on a new one. So we are agnostic. We are a layer that sits on top of all of them, and you just use it wherever you want. Second, you can actually do some pretty cool stuff, not just improve your prompts, but actually you can save your favorite prompts and again use them across platform agnostic. So you can bring all your prompts that you like, whether it's for yourself or for a team or even for clients, which is something I didn't think about before, but people are starting to use. So they build a team on Pretty Prompt and they invite their clients and they give them prompts, you know, as kind of like for them to use for freelancers also. It's really, really
Definitely
cool.
interested in that. So
Yeah, I was not aware of it, and then someone sent me an email saying, "Hey, how do I invite my clients to the team?" And I was like, "What?"
yeah, come on, man. That's
So
the
it's really, really good
we're gonna
idea
talk
because
about that a
then,
little bit more. So
yeah,
so how can it okay, so here's my question, right? How why do I not, or why would a person not just say, "Oh, I'll just do
I'll just
something
ask
else," or whatever?
ChatGPT or like,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah. So, because
so
I'm trying to go through the head of a person being like, I don't know if I really need a pretty prompt. Why should I spend money? Why should I spend my last pretty penny on a pretty prompt,
on
right?
a
And
pretty
then,
prompt.
yeah, and you
So
say,
there are two. I'll say there are three main reasons. One, time, because going back and forth with AI and you end up in this loop sometimes that for one little thing you just end up asking 5 questions.
Mhm.
So you save a lot of time, and I'm repeating what people write in the reviews, by the way, which are public. You can go to the AppSumo or to the Chrome web store and see what people write. It's not me saying it. So people save time. Second, it's in the workflow. It's
Okay,
actually people are lazy. I am lazy, and sometimes even if I can do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to type everything because I don't want to type everything. I don't even want to say everything. Sometimes I'm bored. I just want to get what I want to get out of the AI. And Preprompt is really good at filling in those blanks that you would get by writing it manually, or you would get by going back and forth with AI. But right now, it's all under one little click, and you don't need to swap a tab or swap to a different platform, even though you can. The beauty is that it's right inside there. So it's that workflow.
so
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 that's kind
I
of like the beauty.
yeah, I use Perplexity a lot, and I didn't see it come up. Now, is it supposed to come up inside of Perplexity, or uh-oh, you pointed at me.
So I'll tell you the secret. So
Okay.
Perplexity, we added it quite recently, and to keep really serious also in privacy for the users, rather than making the extension work in every site, we let the user decide which sites they want it to work. So
Okay.
if you go to the web app of Pretty Prompt, you will see a new feature called Sites, where you can actually enable it in the ones that you want it to work.
Okay. Okay.
So you
All
can
right.
just go enable it on Perplexity. You do it only once, and then just works.
All right.
Lovable, for example, coming next week for Vibe coders also, which is super interesting with
Oh, you got
prompting.
something coming from Vibe Coders?
Yeah, because actually
Oh,
the
now I
way
gotta
that you
upgrade.
prompt,
See, now I gotta upgrade. All right.
it
So
saves
I
you
want
it
people
saves
to,
you credits,
yeah,
So
I want people to see it. So give us an example, or give us an example of, because a lot of people still think they don't need it. So
yeah,
what I want you to do is share screen right?
Let's
And
do this.
yeah, you got to figure
I
out
mean, I'm trying to figure out this. So,
at
by
the
the way,
top. You should say share screen. Go ahead.
I'll have here the share screen. By the way, while I share my screen, I'll also say that if folks are not sure if they should get it, just get it and try it, and then come back and see. It's one of
Yeah,
the tools that
no. So my audience
know.
is different, right? My audience is different, right? If you show them and they'll figure it out on their own. You don't have to say, oh,
That's a good point.
they'll just buy it. They'll be like, hey, I can't live without this. So what I want you to do is kind of give me, let's go through the idea. So let me tell you what I'm thinking, what I'm trying to put things together, right? So let's go through it. I want to use share screen, and I'm gonna take you through my head, and I kind of want some people to see how I'm thinking when I'm putting things together. I don't want to give them all my juice, but
Do you see my screen, by the way?
yeah, hold on. Let me see. No, I can't.
Because it says it's sharing, but
Let
I
me
don't know if it
see.
is.
All right, let's see. No, I can't. Are you sharing a tab? Or are you sharing?
I just said share the whole screen. Let's try again.
Oh, I think it was a. There you go. All right, we
Can you
can see your
share?
screen now.
Awesome. Also, hello. So you see that I'm inside ChatGPT here. I'm not even paying for ChatGPT right now.
So
And you see this-
let's walk around it, right? So right now, right, don't assume people are going to get this right away. So I need you to slow it down and make sure that they understand. So what you're saying is you're in a Chat GPT window right now, right?
Correct.
And that's not even a paid version. You're just using a free version.
I'm using the free version with the cheap model, let's call
With
it.
the cheap model. All right, this is just to kind of give people the basics. So if I was coming here, this is what can I help you with? So what I want to do is I would like to create, and this is something that I'm teaching people in my AI class, and I'm going to be bringing that live here soon. Is I have an AI school coming, by the way. But
Oh,
I
that's
want
good.
I want to create a SaaS tool. Let's just do that. Let's go create a SaaS tool
Yeah.
um that will allow people to use a calculator, right? I want the
Okay.
colors to be the main color to be black and the secondary color to be white, right? And so what I'll normally do is I'll actually put the hex codes and stuff like that. But this is how
Okay.
I'm building a couple of SaaS tools. So this is just the beginning of it. And I wanted to take people through the mind of what I'm doing when I'm creating some stuff. All right, so we
That's a
got
cool
that.
thing. So that's actually I was going to go to like a more simple kind of like a marketing or like an
Yeah.
SEO plan, but this is a good example.
Man,
So
we trying to make money, man. What you take? What?
that's a good. So for example, it's quite a vague prompt, but it has some indication of what it wants. Now,
Right.
if I don't fill in the gaps, then I will start to get questions from the AI to fill in, what do I need, etc.
Mhm.
Now, I'm just going to go and click this little button that says improve prompt.
Improve
And I will
prompt.
go through the other two after, but let's go basic.
Let's go improve prompt. Right.
What pretty prompt does, it pops up, it will take what you wrote, and it took like 5 seconds, and it actually recreated everything that was written into a much more concise, with less ambiguity, with high definition, and with more context on what the AI needs to do.
So let's go through this because this is fire, right? This is it's like, so you are an expert SaaS product architect, full stack developer specializing in rapid prototyping of UI. See, I'm talking about for the lazy prompters, right?
Yeah. I'm a lazy prompter, and I know how to prompt, but I'm just lazy,
Right. So we get lazy, right? It says your task is to outline a foundational technical specification, design the core functionality. The core functionality must be fully usable calculator interface. The design strictly adhere to the following color constraints.
And look what we said.
Wow.
Before. So it's not actually even hallucinating or bringing stuff that is not specific to what the user said. And then it's even filling in things that maybe the user didn't think about. So, for example, necessary for a basic MVP, because that's what you do when you start a new SaaS tool. Front-end framework, back-end language, displayed buttons, operator buttons, like a lot of different things that, yes, it will never be 100% complete because
Correct.
AI, the only thing AI does is predict the next token, but we can actually get 90% of the way there with a click. It's really, really powerful.
So we can actually save, right? So when it comes to vibe coding, this is me, how I'm thinking. When it comes to vibe coding, I could save a lot of money by using
Yes.
your tool to kind of refine, because I don't want to waste my prompts. Like the prompt I just put in, that would have been a prompt that I would use for one of my vibe coding tools, right?
Correct.
The initial prompt. Hey, I want to create an app, blah, blah, blah. What you're saying is, hey, let's get to the meat of it and use less tokens on my vibe tool. And so what do you do? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. What you're saying is actually the exact thing, because when it comes to building stuff with AI, every request that you do costs money because it's credits. So if you can do the same with less, then you're actually getting much more, plus the time that you save, which is kind of like the general. But I'll show you something that is really interesting, because this is where the context really comes alive. We've just used the improve function. Now, I want to show you the refine, which is almost like doing a meta prompting is called. What Pretty Prompt is doing, and by the way, this is a new feature. Look, it's really nice.
Whoa! I missed that. What did you? What?
Look, I expanded, so then it's really easier to kind of like work with the prompt. It's just a little like a nice floating thing. But what the refine function does is actually sending back to the user questions about what they just prompted. So for example, what is the primary purpose of the SAS tool? So for example, let's say financial modeling. What specific type of calculator are you envisioning? So let's say a scientific calculator, and what is the intended target audience for this SAS tool? We didn't say that before. So let's say that we want small business owners. So we're going to submit the answers. And now actually Pretty Prompt takes that into consideration when improving it.
Oh my goodness.
Financial modeling, target audience.
So now I have my reason to full stack. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I thought I had enough of codes. I mean, enough tokens, but yeah, this is fire. Because I'm gonna tell you, right? I can be honest with you, right? I can be honest with you, right?
Go for it.
I did not, out of all the tools that dropped on Black Friday, yours was like, I was like, it's a prompt tool. It's all right. And I'm telling, I can be honest with you, right?
Of course.
So then I seen you demo and I was like, oh dear, right? And so I picked up one code, right? And then I got it, and I was like, and I went back and I got 3 codes. I was like, I'm really gonna use this. And now when you're showing me this, I'm gonna full stack this baby, because I'm doing a lot of vibe coding, and I'm gonna give game here. I always give game to my people that show up and give me a thumbs up and show up for my founders and stuff. I'm going to give you guys game, right?
I'll show you something with what you were saying about Perplexity. So Perplexity is actually really good for search, research. So let's do something like a market size of short-term rental market in the US. So it's not even a prompt, by the way.
Market size of short-term rental market in US. Yeah, that was really weird. Yeah.
It's really bad, but this is the beauty. I don't need to be good at what I write. I just need to let Pretty Prompt take from what I write the most important things. And by the way, when you're in Perplexity, that's another beauty about Pretty Prompt. It changes the type of prompt to the site that you're currently on. So like you can see it's quite different. You see?
No way.
So that you can see it's different, the style of the prompt, the structure.
Yes, it is very different. Yeah.
To the ChatGPT one, because Perplexity needs something completely different to produce the best results.
Yeah, because Perplexity is a very good deep research tool, like deep.
There we go.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need the persona and the other elements that ChatGPT do.
Yeah.
So I'll show you something else. For example, say that you like this prompt because you use it a lot. You can actually just save it straight away to your library inside Pretty Prompt, and then you don't need to even write anything. You just come here, click library, and it's there. Boom. I applied.
So,
and by the way, I'll show you how I can also do it in ChatGPT. Even though we were not in ChatGPT right now, I can pull the same thing from ChatGPT. So let's go prompt library. Give it a sec. There we go. Market data request.
dude,
There we
this
go.
is fire. This is, I don't know if you guys are getting this, right? So you guys got hangovers, right? Some people are saying, man, I got everything I need. You don't have pretty prompt. Now, so two questions, right? Let me give people the game, right? You guys got to give me a thumbs up. I know today we had some serious technical issues. So what I was going to say earlier is I was going to give people game, right? I always give people game, right? Follow my channel. And the last question I'm going to have for you is show us how we're going to get some ideas. We're going to come up with some ideas on how to make money on this.
Yes.
The free game I wanted to give people was what I'm doing now is I'm adding these small SaaS tools, these small micro SaaS tools to my courses, right? To my, like if a person downloads my lead magnet, the new lead magnet is the small micro vibe tool that you've created. Now you're giving people that's free juice. I'm giving that out there. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'm adding more value to it, but at the same time, I'm allowing that tool to get out until I can now test it out with the people I've given it to free and then use it and then make it into an MVP, more viable product, and doing my case study with it. So
awesome.
So now show me, we want to make some money. Now we want to make some money. So you're saying, hey, how can I use this for my clients? I know you're adding the vibe piece, but what are you going to add? Anything else for that for us to do?
So I'll show you something really cool. So I'm now in the web app of Pretty Prompt. Okay. So Pretty Prompt works in the browser like we just saw, but you also can use it in a web app. And by the way, they both connect to the same. So wherever you do, it always reads from the same data from you.
Okay.
Now I can go and I can have a team. And I can now, as you can see, I'm part of the team.
Okay.
And now I can have a library where I can share prompts with a team. But think about the team as you can have clients there. You can have part of the people of your course there. And they get the prompts that you create for them. And you just share them. And they are now accessible to them, even though they still have access to Pretty Prompt privately. They get also access to this team in Pretty Prompt, which is almost like having a shared workspace where everybody can have access to the things that have been shared. So I can have, like you can see, a prompt that helps, with B2B SaaS, social media strategy.
But you know how we
them and share them. Yeah.
But you know how we are, right? And maybe you don't know because I know you're new kind of to the whole Sumo
I'm
Link
the new boy in town. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't like everybody to know what kind of stuff we're putting in our gumbo. You know what gumbo is, right? Or do you know what gumbo is?
Yeah.
It is a delicacy out in Louisiana.
And that's why.
Yeah.
And that's why I have an answer for you.
You have an answer. All right. Great.
Yes. One thing is the history, which is private to each user. And the other thing is the library, which is what you choose to share with others and what you choose to save for yourself to reuse. Think of your history as a log of whatever you've improved. It's kind of like a log, so it's easy to find, what is the lovable prompt that I just used to help me create a better footer for my website.
Oh my goodness.
Boom, I have
but this is still on your domain though.
Yeah, but we don't have access and no other people from the team have access.
No,
you can see that
here. But if I wanted to create a academy and I wanted to share my prompts, they're still going to say, oh, well, this is part of the Pretty Prompt or whatever. So do you have any, now you may not be thinking of this yet, but I'm trying to tell you as an add-on,
bring your own key or something like this.
No, not bring your own key, but I want to be able to put it on my own domain, my own subdomain.
My own DNS. A really good point. Oh,
yes. So I just gave that to you. You can sell that. You can. That's my idea. I gave it to you. And
I need to give you some referral there because that's a great idea.
You wasn't thinking of that idea, man. We need to talk, right? So I'll contact you. But so the reason why I said it is because so here's what I've shared a secret. I've shared it with you guys when we did the Power 5 and all that. And listen, if you're not coming on here, if you can't make money, I can't make money, and my client can't make money, it's not going to work. But if all three of us can eat, we may get to the table. Some may have a saucer, some may have a plate. But if everybody's eating, then everybody's winning. And so you need to create that piece. And we want to make sure I don't want you to try to create DNS for everybody and then you go broke. Figure that cost out, figure it out. If it's an annual cost, hey, pay me $50 a year and I'll put it on its own DNS. I don't have a problem with that.
Good idea.
Now we're eating.
Really good.
Everybody's eating. Yeah.
Yeah, really good idea. By the way, this is the sites that I was just saying where you can, enable Perplexity, Lovable, and the others that are coming soon. We'll have so many more. I do want to say something about what you were saying before, because I want people to make sure that they are relaxed and they can see it here. The prompts that are private to each user. And the prompts that are shared are just shared with the team. So you can very easily identify which ones are yours and which ones are shared with other people so that there is no problem. In the same way as you do with a Google Doc, for example. So you can see which Google Doc was shared with whom. That's the same idea here. You go to one of your prompts, you share the prompt, you select the team, and that's it. It becomes shared. So it's kind of like easy to identify. And I want people to know that this is really.
And I got to go back. Clear. I got to go in the seat cushions and upgrade. All right. So make sure you guys using my link out there because you guys know I'll be bringing you the juice. Look at this. So look what Meetin does, right? A lot of people overlook this. I can take the comment.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I can put the comment here. Dude, I upgraded my Meetin. I went back to the well. I figured out what I'm going to do with my Meetin, right? I got to take my Meetin rooms. I'm going to break them out and then have the widgets in there and then probably go through the prompts. Oh, man, I'm loving this. Did you have something?
No, I see there a question actually is that someone said, can I not just generate Gemini, using Gemini? Well, it's in the same way as you can use an Excel spreadsheet for a CRM. I mean, I still prefer to have a CRM. I still prefer to use, a better tool to do a better job. You can use Gemini for everything in the end of the day, whether it's prompting or whether it's coding or whether it's writing a letter.
So
this is, the difference.
So here's what I'll say, right? And I'm not here to make anyone buy anything or purchase anything. You guys know I'm all about growth. Now, what I will honestly confess to you, because I did share with Eli, is, dude, I don't need something to and that was my arrogance of getting comfortable with prompting, right? And we're just having a conversation, but I know how much more I'm prompting, and that's only going to be a part of my life moving forward. I've already did the history. I've already did the research on how many jobs AI has eliminated and all that. And if all I'm going to be doing is talking AI language or doing any of these prompts, it would behoove me to start keeping my own library. Not only would it behoove me to keep my own library, right, but I'm creating a lot more. There's a day that doesn't go by that I'm creating a lot more. So to have my own library is one thing. Now I could keep all my prompts, put them in a spreadsheet and all that other stuff. But I like what you're doing. I like that because I'm in Perplexity 1 minute. I'm in ChatGPT the next minute, right? I mean, I'm all over these places. I'm like, man, I need to have a repository. Go ahead.
And I think there is something where we're going, and I want to make this clear for everybody. We have big plans. We are shipping features like crazy. We care. We are talking with users. We are jumping in calls. And where we are going is not just to be a prompt enhancer. And I want to make this super clear. We are building what we call an LLM passport. What does it mean? A context layer where if the AI doesn't know the context about what you're writing, it doesn't matter which GPT will be, it will never be as good. Because it doesn't matter, the context wins when it comes to talking to the AI. So we are building in the same way as you can have a repository of prompts, you can actually save your personas in Pretty Prompt very soon.
Wow.
And you don't need to actually copy and paste that because it's already in the context. And if tomorrow there is a new ChatGPT, OpenFM, whatever it will be, it will still have it because you don't need to write it anymore. So it actually lets the user take the context with them because it's not dependent on the AI platform.
You know what? let me just be honest with you, right? Let me see. All right, so listen, dude, somebody else has to think of this, man. How are you? I mean, I'm not. Because I'm about to fork over. I'm about to do a full stack. Right? How much is? First of all, how much is a full stack? Let me see.
Oh my god, it's so cheap! I tell you, the lifetime deal.
Let me see.
I am worried that we made it too cheap. By the way, you know that over 2,500 people bought the lifetime deal already.
What?
And over 17,000 users are right now using Pretty Prompt from all around the world. I have these stats. I did a post about it yesterday. We have over 17,000 users in 6 months.
Are you freaking kidding me? In 6 months?
And tomorrow is 30 days from our launch in AppSumo, and 2,517 users bought it there already. It's fire. Unbelievable.
Wow. So, and I'm looking at it. You have 78 5 tacos.
Yeah, 78 five tacos reviews.
That's hard to achieve. I'm telling you, you may get like 4 3/4, 4 1/2 to have 78. I got a lot of tools, and I know. Go ahead.
Do you let me share my screen one more time?
Yeah.
I just want to do this because this is really, really powerful. Let me show you something.
Dang, now I got to get it.
Let me know if you can see my screen. Let's see if this works.
I can. Yes, go ahead. This is
we get reviews like this. This is the best tool I have purchased on AppSumo over the years.
Wow. Well, they only got 13, man. You need somebody like an OG. They only got 13 tools, but I like it. Okay, I'll work with it. Go ahead.
But look at this one.
Okay.
I've literally unlocked 3D vision in my AI models.
Wow.
We got stuff like the prompt tool I've been looking for. We got stuff, a powerful prompt tool for prompt engineering I'm using daily. There is so much.
Listen, I'm telling you, this tool, I'm excited about it. Now I got to go. I got to talk to my wife. Says, hey, listen, I need an additional 200. How much is it going to cost me? Good thing I have AppSumo Plus. Now is an excellent opportunity to get AppSumo Plus. I just threw that in there. Let me see. Let me see how much my upgrade will cost. I just need to know. Because I'm at a tier 3 right now. Oh, $170. I'm gonna do that right now.
Look at this. A no-brainer when I see the results compared to my prompt. It's funny what people write. It's really good.
Listen, and the only reason so if you don't see value in this tool, right? So somebody says, can we use Pretty Prompt in one software like Stratico, Merlin, and Viola?
So that is a really good question. We got a lot these requests actually about Merlin and Mistral and a few others, and we are adding these integrations as people request them. So we want to be in every input, but of course, being in every input takes quite a long time. So if folks have requests of specific platforms they want us to integrate with, they can let us know, and we will build these integrations very, very fast. By the way, Merlin and Voila are already being built as we go.
Those were big favorites on AppSumo. Yeah, and Merlin is really, really good. Like when you if you're watching a YouTube video and you want to just get some details on it, Merlin, listen.
It's really good.
So I'm upgrading right now. I don't want to do this because it shows at least the last 4 of my credit card number.
No, don't share your screen.
No, not gonna. So I just spent $170. I'm full stacked.
Oh my God.
I'm full stack. You can check the receipts on this one. I just sent it over.
I'm just looking at the, we get the analytics on our side, and
so no, I just upgraded because and again, I sat down with you. I said, hey, convince me to full stack. Convince me. So let's go through the credits. So it appeared as though the credits are like 1 credit per correction or per enhancement, or is that kind of a good equivalent? That's what I'm seeing.
It's exactly that. We try to keep it very straightforward. So if you improve, it's 1 credit. If you refine, it's 1 credit. But if you reuse from your library, it's free. It doesn't count because you already saved it.
Boom. I'm already saving money. So what I can do is, because I'm into the vibe coding, right? There are some people looking at. I think some people asked about Bind. I think Bind AI is one.
Bind
So
AI.
tell us about your vibe coding project as we kind of get out of here,
Yeah,
because you said you guys are doing something with the vibe coding. So let the
correct.
people know that that some of their other tools are going to come in. Yeah.
So we started with ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude and Perplexity because they were the most,
Most users. Yeah. That makes
most
sense.
used.
Yep.
But as we develop the tool further, and that's also why I really value customer feedback, and that's why me personally talk with the customers in AppSumo and jump into calls and all of these, is because we want to know what people want. Where do they want to use it?
Right.
And the most requested one was actually Lovable for vibe coding, but we also got a lot of other requests of other tools that actually they are in AppSumo as well. So what we decided is we went back to the drawing board and we said we need to build the engine of Pretty Prompt to adapt to the platform the user is using it. So that's why you saw that in Perplexity is different with ChatGPT, in Gemini will be different with ChatGPT, and now vibe coding tools will be different to the others. So the user will not need to think anything. The user just clicks the button in the same way as I just did before when I was sharing my screen. But we behind the scenes do all the hard things to understand where they are, what the prompt needs, and be a lot more specific in the aesthetics and the UI and the functionality that the user is asking from a vibe coding perspective.
I love that. That.
And we actually build a public library also of vibe coding prompts. So if the user doesn't know where to start, they have those prompts there ready to just copy and paste. And by the way, it took me so much research because everybody's sharing prompts, but you don't really know what it works. So there was a lot of testing and using, and they are already available in the library.
All right, so let's get to some serious questions now. So you've been in business. I think you guys have been in business, I don't know, 6 months, and AI is moving very rapidly. You're doing very well on AppSumo. What we don't want, because sometimes we hear some of these tools are too good to be true, and so by you doing these lifetime deals, let's say everybody picks up a lifetime deal, gets a tier 4, at least a tier 3. We spend $200, whatever. By the time you get it, by the time you get the end of that sale, it'll be, I don't know, watered down a little bit. But let's say the money you make from that, let's say you do, I don't know, let's say you do 20 grand. Let's just say 20 grand. I don't want to know the specifics. What I want to know is what's your run rate. Like we had one, I remember that 5 years ago, we had these people come and they had this unbelievable freaking tool. When I say unbelievable, it was unbelievable. And I think they did chat bots or something. That's when chat bots were just starting to come up. Five years ago. This was pre-COVID. Everybody owned them. They had the same as you, all these tacos or whatever. Dude takes the money, goes to Dubai or does something really weird. I can't remember. Somebody in the text can remember. Dude, he blows all the money, blows up the company, dude. And we're all like, what? And he was putting this all on the web and Facebook or whatever. And we're like, dude, what the heck? Right? He was young, like you, young, pretty face, right? No responsibilities, right? And just like,
I have a wife.
Oh, you got a wife? Okay,
she's keeping me up at night to work on this.
That changes everything, right? Because you have a wife. I already know. I have one of those at home, right, for over 30 years. And so my point is, I'm being funny, but my point is, he really he played everybody, but he was so in front. And you kind of remind me, I'm saying that you do the same thing, but all the boxes has an excellent above average tool, have all these tacos. Everybody loves them. Can't go wrong. Next thing you know, he's in Cancun with our money.
I think that I'm going to go with the straightforward, and then I give a little bit more background. The straightforward is we have over 17,000 users. 15,000 of them are not from AppSumo. Like they have nothing to do with lifetime deals. I cannot tomorrow disappear because I owe my respect and also money because these people trust us. 17,000 users from all the world. People at companies like LinkedIn, Upwork, Wix are actually using it. So if I would tomorrow close it, I blew myself the opportunity for tomorrow to do whatever else we want to do with those users.
Right.
Plus also the fact that we already spent so much money ourselves because we are bootstrapped to get this up to where it is today. So if tomorrow we decide, hey, we want to raise money, if I close it now or if I do something bad, then I also shoot myself in the foot to be able to take it to the next level, which is what we want. Now, that's kind of like the short answer. There is a lot of people that we are already there in, that we have to get it right. But in the end of the day, we need to get it right for ourselves, because we need to deliver the best product that we can ever build. If people see me and see what I post online, they will see my thoughts and they will see that what I'm doing and what we are doing with my co-founder is exactly what we say what we are doing. I'm sharing my thoughts. I want to build the next Airbnb. I'm not interested in kind of like dying as a company tomorrow, and we will do everything that we can. We have over about 2 years plus runway, so we will go. We will keep going.
So in my second scenario as a founder, you're bootstrapped now, but say you need funding or say you need money, then these investors come in and says, hey, we're going to give you 5 million, we're going to give you 20 million, grow out or whatever. Now, this is my second scenario. The second scenario is you do get funding, because we've had that happen. We had another tool that came here, probably one of the best tools ever on AppSumo came, and then investors came in and they kind of blew it. They mixed, because investors think they know, right? Because
they don't
investors
know.
are trying to get to an exit, right? I've been in this business 30 years and investing. They're trying to get to an exit as fast as they can, versus, hey, we have a following, we have a community of people we're growing, and they're growing with us, that are continue to be with us, and they forget all about the people that started with them. What can you tell us about investors coming in and then you guys saying, hey, all my LTD people are, can you say right here legitimately, like, hey, whatever happens, Jenny, happens, but I'm gonna ride or die with the people that kind of helped us get this thing started?
Because I wouldn't take the money otherwise. Because if my co-founder and I, our first thing is, if we can bootstrap to 100 million, we will bootstrap to 100 million. It's not that I don't want to take money. I would actually rather own the company myself, and that's what we haven't taken. We've been working together as a company for 2 years. As I said, we were building Dolphin AI, and then we pivoted to Pretty Prompt. So we are new with Pretty Prompt, but we are not new folks. This is my third company. I'm a 3 times founder. I used to run an event agency where I used to make weddings and bar mitzvahs and corporate events. And I used to deal with clients for many, many years. So we're not going to, do a crazy thing of stepping into what allowed us to get to where we are. So I think that I want to keep Bootstrap, but I want to make it valuable for users, because I tell you something, and this is the thing that I always remember. Again, the founder of Airbnb, Brian Chesky, he always said it's much better to have 100 people who love what you do than 1 million people that kind of like you.
I like that.
We want 100 people who really love it, because if we get 100 people who really love Pretty Prompt, we can then with them take it to the next level.
All right, so that's Code Crush, man. He Code Crush he's my secret coder, man. That's guy. I call him, man. He's on the toilet, man. He's coding stuff. I'm messing around. No, he's all into that now. He's gonna kill me later when he talks. So this guy's like, hey, can you break down the credits allocation? And I think we did that already, but just really quick, it's 1 credit. What is it? 1 credit per. What is it?
Per improvement, let's call it, or refinement. So every time you refine something, it counts as 1. It doesn't matter how long it is. It doesn't matter. Well, we don't do the credits, the token size, because no one knows how many tokens we use. So we just do 1 improvement, 1 credit, 1 refinement, 1 credit. If it's cached, essentially, if you do the same one, it doesn't cost you because it's already saved.
So my recommendation for everyone, as a minimum, you need at least a tier 2. That's $99. Probably
yes, because you get 4 users with that, and the possibility of actually building a team to share it with them. So that means that it's an amazing, amazing, amazing deal.
Hey, don't leave here without spending your last $99, probably less than that, maybe $80 or something like that. You need at least a tier 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I'm doing a lot more coding, and then because I got into it and started using it more, I just clicked on full stack. I'm going full stack because
Amazing.
I can make my money back with the
You
things that
can.
I'm doing. If you guys, so here's what I'll say. Let me get. All right, so listen. You guys know I'll be dropping these gems, so make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. No, not just a thumbs up. Click the thing on the YouTube to give me a thumbs up. So no, listen. What I'm starting to discover, and I kid you not, right? Everybody's like, Jenny, you got 4 master's degrees. Yeah, I got a lot of student loans too, right? The military paid for a lot of my degrees, but I I know so much in my head, and I used to spend a lot of time writing books or writing these PDFs and all that. I know so much in my head, I can just create now. Every single day I'm waking up creating, right? People's like, how did you come up with that? I'm like, dude, it's a neat. Another thing, and the reason why I'm saying I'm about to give you game here is because if you know something very well, if you know something very well, if you know something very well and create like a, a vibe code or something created out of this, no one can beat you because you know it. And then what you have to do is you have to get it in the hands of the people. How much are people willing to pay for what I just created? Everything that you see that's created, everything that you see that it comes about finding a need
And a niche of a type
in
of
a niche. Yes,
exactly,
the riches are in the niches. So
exactly.
if you find it, like they got this pretty prompting. They're like, hey, all this prompting is going around. I wish you so much luck. I'm actually fearful of how successful your tool is going to be. And Google's going to come and be like, hey, we're going to offer you $1 million. You're going to be like, I'm gone. Listen, if that happens, take Jenny with you. I will be your
Jenny, you're coming
marketer.
with us. You're the growth.
You guys heard it. I'm his
You're the growth. I'm saying it
telling
here.
you
It's
right
recorded.
now. It's recorded. Listen, I'm telling you right now, what you guys have kind of created, the biggest challenge that's been on Wall Street right now so far, as we kind of wrap up here, the biggest challenge has been all these large companies. All these large companies they haven't found a way to be profitable yet with AI, right? They're still in the discovery phase, right? But what people fail to realize is they are being profitable because they were going to hire 20 people this year. Now they may only going to hire 10, or maybe now they're going to hire 5 because they've created efficiencies. So you're looking at the wrong end of the spectrum. The spectrum is creating efficiencies, right? For us as independent digital marketers or side code or side hustlers, we're at this AI stage where we're finding these different niches, creating solutions around them, and you creating your own ticket. And you need a tool like this. You need
Everybody
Go ahead.
Everybody is a builder now without the need to know how to build. What they need to do is what you said. They need to know what they want to achieve. Where do they want to get to with their knowledge, with their audience, with that niche? And if they know that, we can help them translate that for the language the computer needs to build it for them. That's the idea.
This is fire. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was like, who's this guy? I don't know, whatever. But what caught my attention was the 78 5 tacos. It's like,
yes.
Okay, so on AppSumo, anything over 50, like 50 is you're doing something. You're almost at 80 or 5 tacos. Not one person says, it's all right, or I think they can do this. I like the fact that you're still young, you're still growing, and you're listening to feedback.
We're listening, and they are even saying that in the reviews. People say that we are talking to them, that we are responsive, that we are shipping what they want. Like, I don't build this just because of I want it. I want people to be happy, to love it, to use it, to tell me that, I built this website and Pretty Prompt helped me to get there. I love that.
One last question. If I run over my tokens, let's say I'm one of these guys and I don't have enough, but I have just enough to get a tier 2, which I spend $99 on, but then I find out how valuable it is. What's my upgrade path, or can I buy token packs from you? Is that Yeah, we need to talk. But is that something that I can do? Maybe
When
because
there's
I
so
am a
much that we need to build and we haven't got there yet. So
So-
we are currently building a top-up functionality, we call
Okay,
it.
top
It's
up,
not
okay.
just there yet available because we have like the licenses, on AppSumo. We also have an unlimited plan, but it's not lifetime deal. So we're not
No,
talking
you
about that.
can't
So,
do that now.
so
No, you'll be
uh,
like the first guy I talked about that'll be in Cancun with our money because he
no,
gave
no, no, no.
unlimited to everything. So yeah, I like that you guys.
No,
are
we'll get bankrupt if we do that too much, to be
Yeah, that's
honest,
what we were
because
trying
every
to tell
time it
him.
costs us, it cost me money.
Those two
So
companies went unlimited and blew themselves up. But go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry, I had to cut you
no,
off.
we are working on a top-up functionality, so that if people like eat their credits, they can just top it up. I want to also be clear that it's just not there available yet. We will finish, we will make sure that it works as intended, and then we'll just launch it and people can just do it. And those credits will not kind of like refresh. It's a top-up. So you buy it and you just consume when you consume. So it's not like their monthly reset that they just
Oh, you
reset
just
every month back.
so let's keep it real simple. Let's say I get to 1,000 and then I still have 15 days left in the month. So I'm 15 days out, right? I'm 15 days in. I'm 2 weeks into a project. Says, man, I really need the prompts to kind of help me. I didn't save my stuff in my library, so now I can't remember, right? I could save money by saving it in my library, but let's say I don't, and then my top up. Let's say the top ups you sell in packs of 500, then you sell in 1,000. Let's say I top it off. I normally have 1,000, and I'm already down. If I buy that extra 1,000 and then I don't use it by the end of the month, I just want to understand. So say I have 800 left, I only needed 200, I have 800 left. Is that 800 is going to still be with my additional top of my monthly of 1,000? So now I have 1,800. Is that what you kind
Correct,
of
because your monthly resets are monthly resets. So
okay.
$99, you get every month 1,000 prompts,
Right.
and they reset on the month. Every month. So if you start on the 15th, on the next 15th of the month, it will reset again. Now, if you bought another 1,000, now you have 2,000. So it's going to kind of like
which ones? I know you're still working on it, and your concept, your thought is, so we'll have to expend our top offs before we start going into our core points.
correct.
I love that. Man, you're
Yeah,
smart
because I
dude.
want to make it fair to the people that if they are
Yeah.
buying a top up, keep the top up. If you didn't use it.
Man, I tell you, you're a breath of fresh air. I really appreciate that. I don't want to call you out. I wanted to know how old you were so I could see how serious you were, but I'm not
I'm
going to.
35. I'm
You're 30
35. It's okay. I look young because I shaved this morning because I knew that we had the podcast. So I wanted to look nicer and like a bit more.
I wanted to know how deep you were in, right? 35 is like, okay, this is getting serious. So you're right there.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
am there.
right. So you passed my initial smell test. So 35. I remember when I was 35, I was like, yeah, I got to start putting stuff together. I got to
need to do something real. We need to make some. We need to do something.
Man, I got to make sure I can feed my family. No, that's serious.
There you go.
Hey, I really appreciate you. Any last words that you want to share? This was great, man. So when can we look for the vibe? When can we look for the vibe piece? I mean, you don't have to give me a hard deadline, but you can say, hey, we really kind of want to ship that, Q1 or
before the end of the year, people will have access to Pretty Prompt inside Lovable. And as we test it with one site, we will extend it to the other vibe coding tools.
But you still can kind of still use it, right? I mean, because even the prompt that I just gave you for ChatGPT, I want to build a SaaS app, right? But you're okay.
Yeah, but again, if we are all about making it simple and in the workflow, we need to be in the workflow. So that's kind of like what we are aiming. So starting with one and then expanding to the rest.
All right. So
and by the way, if folks have, again, a request, a question, if they experience something that was not that expected, drop me a message. My name and surname are strange enough that there is not two of the same.
Where are you?
Find me.
Are you on Discord? What do you got going on? Where are you at? Are you just it's just you, or you got a little community, a little small community? How do we know? You said, hey, people see my thoughts. Where are we following you? What do we need to follow you?
So I am mainly sharing my thoughts on LinkedIn. I have there a good follower of people that follow what we're doing.
Right.
We also run a Substack where we share all our product updates.
Okay. I'm gonna follow you on LinkedIn then.
Yeah, we're on LinkedIn, Substack, and then for the folks that are on AppSumo, we have a lot of updates in the page that we're sharing constantly. So every time we ship something new, we put it there. We put it on the changelog on the website. We put it on Substack, and I share on LinkedIn.
All right, so you do know you're gonna have to get it like a small community soon, right? You can't be
Yes, we have a small Slack. We have a
Yeah.
Slack close community, but we probably move into something a bit more.
I mean, just to keep the pulse of the people, right? And I can't tell you what to do, and then that becomes a distraction sometimes too. So you don't want to make it, you know. But now if you get bought out, you need somebody to come and run your community for you. Digital Growth Hacks is here to the, you know, everything's negotiable. Everything's negotiable.
I mean, we need to talk about, because I want to, you know, there was this other tool in the Power Pack that we did the webinar the other day. And actually I got it on AppSumo because I want to run a referral program and an affiliate program soon also. So like, we need to talk about how we do this.
Hey man, I got the hacks, baby. I got the hacks. So last question. Now that I've dropped this dime on you, and I think people, man, we need a DNS. We need to be able to do our own. And I'm willing to pay $50 a year or something like that to cover that cost of me having my own DNS. And, you know, if you guys get a little margin out of it or whatever, if I have that, because I'm going to tell you right now, if that's a separator, because now that a person gets that, now they can kind of use it in their business to make more money teaching people how to do prompting and stuff like that. So and at the same time, you're able to make money, but I still can promote you other places, but to my own community that I'm growing in my own tribe, I want to be the master of my domain. Does that make sense?
I agree. And also maybe allow to add the logo or the colors of whatever.
Now we talking. Now you want to start separating yourself. You start getting that. And I understand there's a cost, right? Don't bend me over backwards, right? I'm gonna work with you, right? But I think when you do that, now you're adding more people to that. Then I think you're gonna make your money. There's some people coming to, I'm not gonna say they're coming to AppSumo because they've always existed there. And I'll tell you as a founder, as we wrap up my last comment here, there are people coming to AppSumo or have been on AppSumo who have tried to, their business model was not solid. So they tried to really take advantage of Sumo Lings, and it's like, run that by me, run it by Jenny. I'll tell you, I was like, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna work. And there's people on there right now, I'm like, that's not gonna fly, because we see it. We understand we're buying a product in perpetuity. You need to find another way to make sure that you're able to support this, or you have another ability to scale, or you may even be running another business that funds that business. So there's been founders that come there that's figured it out. But there's some that's come there. No, we're taking advantage of every single person that comes to us. Those people do not do well. They don't. I
don't want to take advantage of anybody. Yeah, and I don't want to convince anybody of something they don't want to do either. Like, if people find it valuable and they want to also be part of this journey, we are here for the long run. I hope people enjoy it and also believe in the vision of what we have. By the way, this is the Substack I just put there. People can see how we write, the story behind it. By the way, I don't know if folks know, we actually got invited a few days ago at Stripe to do a talk about how we build Stripe, like pretty pro. So we are really committed to this. I want to make this a good job, and you know, I want it to be something real. So we are here for the long term. Hopefully folks find it valuable, and any questions or issues, drop me a message. It will be me or Charlie, my co-founder. It won't be some other person answering.
Love it. Hey, I appreciate your time. You know, there was a reason why we couldn't get this thing started, but you were like, oh, no, we'll do it. I'm like, no, let's do it today, because I'm looking forward to it. And I know the people are looking forward to it. So I apologize to all of you guys. I had some real major issues. But
meeting saved us.
Meeting, I'm telling you, man. You know what it is, Ron, honestly, and he's probably here. I'll probably call him on a sale later. I think Meeting has this thing where we want Meeting to look as clean and crispy as this other tool that was on there. I don't want to say the name. Even Chief Sumo gets mad at me when I say the name. That tool was it was crisp and clean with no caffeine, and it looked good. And now they're out of business. Meeting has got to grow on me, because it has so many different things you can do. And I went back. I say, man, I didn't know they can do that. I went back and upgraded my stack that I had. Don't sleep on meeting. Stop sleeping on meeting. We're doing this live streaming meeting. You can have another meeting with me meeting. You can all of this other stuff. I just had to give him his props because he bailed me out. So look at that meeting too. Use the Jenny Juice link. Don't forget. Listen, Eli is very, very. Do you have something? I'm gonna put you in a single shot, and I want you to tell the people what they need to know about you guys because you guys are coming.
Everybody should go and try Pretty Prompt. We are here building the context layer, the LLM passport for people to be able to use it in the same way they use tools like Grammarly, but now with prompting, so that everywhere they use AI, Pretty Prompt will be there to help, but not to disturb. So it's just there when you need it, and when you don't want it, just gets out of the way. That's it. I hope everybody goes there and enjoys it. And hit me up online and let me know what you're thinking. Go and read the reviews. They speak for themselves.
I love it, man. This was great. You guys give me a thumbs up. Today I had everything go wrong. Everything was blown up. My wife was like, "Oh, you got to come pick me up from the car rental place." I'm like, "Wait, what? I got to be online." So today
but this was great. So
this was great. So Eli, we need to be in touch because
we will. Yeah, we are.
I'll trust me. I will keep you out of trouble and I will help you make money because I know what the people are looking for. All right. So we need to work on that DNS. Hey, you guys have been great. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on the Digital Growth Hacks. Give me a thumbs up. Let the people know I am going to be, a lot is changing for me this upcoming year. I want to be very intentional with my followers and my community. I want them to grow. Everybody's been running with me. Everybody's been using my links, right? And they've been supporting the channel. I am in give back mode. My communities are growing. I'm giving you all the juice, all the behind the scenes. This is how I built this. This is how I got the 6 figures. These are the 6-figure habits. The 100K habits. I'm creating all these different courses. I want you guys to be about it. I am pulling back a little bit from YouTube. It's only going to mostly be a lot of exclusive live streams like you're seeing here with Eli, and I'm not going to be doing all these videos. I'm going to be using all those video trainings to train you guys to get to your first dollar and to get you to 6 figures. You can't run in my crew if you're not earning 6 figures at least. I'm going to take you guys to the habits, man. The 100K habits. All right. So you guys have been great. Eli, we'll be in touch. See you guys.
Have a good one. Thanks so much, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.